Lily, are you ready for our workout? Are you going to behave this time? Are you? Hi, and welcome to your modification video. I am Coach Val, here to demonstrate modifications for exercises. If you are a beginner, it is crucial to do modifications with proper form so that you can prevent an injury. There's always a modification for each and every exercise. In my videos, I show a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. Level 1 being basic beginner, level 2 being intermediate, level 3 advanced. Our first move today is a plank. Let's come down onto the mat. Stacking the joints, making sure those shoulders are directly over the elbows, keeping the crown of the head neutral into the spine, and we are down on those knees. This is a regressed plank. We are pulling that core in tight. This will really fire up that core. Your core not only consists of your abdominals, it also consists of your back, your hips, and your chest. Once you have mastered this move, you can come up onto those toes. Bring the toes in, lift the body weight, and hold the form, pulling those abs in tight. We are parallel with the floor. That is a modification of a plank. Once you have mastered those two moves and you can hold them for 30 seconds to 1 minute, you can go into a straight arm plank. The shoulder is directly over the elbow is directly over the wrist. Again, we're starting with those knees, aligning those joints, keeping the head aligned with the spine. We're pulling those abs in tight. Hold the move, and then you can progress into the tiptoes. Gonna add those toes, and we're holding the move, and we are not holding our breath. This is your plank right here. And there are a lot of exercises you can do while you're in that plank position, but we will get to that in another video. This is a level 1 modification for a burpee. You will need a chair that's not going to roll around. We're going to be standing facing the chair, feet are hip width apart. We're bending over, placing those hands flat on the chair, aligning the joints. We're extending one leg back and then the other leg, alternating in. Then we're going to reach the body weight up and overhead, and you can come back down and repeat. That is a level 1 burpee. Level 2 burpee, again, the feet are hip to shoulder width apart. We're coming down on those hands, stacking the joints. We're extending one leg out at a time, bringing them both out, and then bringing them in one at a time, rolling the body weight up, and you can reach overhead or add that little hop and repeat the move. Our next modification is abdominals. A level 1, you will be using the chair. Your feet are flat on the floor, sitting on the edge of a chair that's not moving. We don't want a chair with wheels that we're going to roll around the floor. We're keeping the chest tall. We're not arching the back. It's nice and tall. Back is straight, elbows are out. And as we progress forward, we are exhaling the air. Making those abdominals do all the work. Inhale up through the nose, and we're exhaling down. Exhale and inhale. To add an alternating leg raise, we will be adding the leg as we take it down. We're exhaling, inhaling. Again, exhale as you raise the leg up, inhale down. Progressing down into a level 2 onto the mat. We want to flatten that back into the floor. Elbows are out to open up the chest. As we exhale, we are bringing one leg in and we are lifting the chest at the same time. Ready? And down. Going to do the same thing on the other side. And down. If you are a level 3, you would bring both legs in at the same time. And extend them out. That is your abdominal modification. Working the hamstrings. It doesn't always have to be on the ground. I'm going to show you a modification with a chair. Holding onto the chair just for security and balance. We're not leaning over the chair. Our chest is nice and tall. We're going to keep the stable knee bent. All four corners of the foot are flat on the ground. We're going to lift the other leg in a 90-degree angle. And we're holding it here. We're pulling those abs in tight. We're going to extend the leg out, flexing that foot and bringing it in. Want to make sure the leg is not crossing the stable knee. Again, no leaning. The progression is on the mat. So we're coming down to those hands and knees. And we are going to extend the leg out, keeping a neutral spine, flexing that foot, and we're just lifting and lowering. Controlling the move, we're lifting and lowering. Those are great exercises if you really want to tighten up your hamstrings. Moving on to squats. Everybody loves to work those quads. Having a chair is very helpful, especially if you aren't stable. If you're a level 1, you're using a chair. Standing directly in front of a chair that's not moving, that does not have wheels. Our body weight is on our heels. Wiggle room in the toes. Bending the knees, we're going to sit down into that chair. Keeping the back nice and tall. We're not arched over, keeping the chest tall, and we're lifting up. Once you've mastered the squat in the chair, you'll be able to do it without the chair. It's a little bit of an aid for us. Again, our toes are facing forward, making sure the knee is not going over the toe. We're going to sit back into it, aligning those knees with the ankles like a train on a track. And a level 2, we're not going down as far. We're pulling the abs in tight. And a level 3, we're going all the way down, keeping the gaze forward, aligning the neck with the spine and pressing off from those heels. Going into some cardio moves. Next move, jumping jacks. A level 1 is right here. We are lifting the same arm and the same leg at the same time. This is your level 1 jumping jack. A level 2 jumping jack, we're adding a little bit more of a hop. And a level 3 is right here. This is our normal jumping jack, extending the arms overhead, feet are wide, and then bringing them in. Next modification is going to be a rear lunge. Lunging back, again, making sure the knee isn't going over the toe to protect the knee. A rear lunge for level 1, we're going back right here, keeping the chest tall, bringing it in and extending out. This is if you have problems with your knees, problems with your low back. A level 2, we're going back a little bit lower and pressing off from that toe. And a level 3, we're going back as low as we can, even touching that floor with the knee. Keeping those abs in tight. Chest is tall, and that is your alternating rear lunge. Moving on to a grapevine, one of my favorite moves, step and tap is how we get started. Level 1, we're going to do 2 of these consecutively. So it's going to be step, tap, step, and tap. So we're going 2 on each side. If you're ready to do a level 2, we're step, back, step, and tap. It's a step, back, step, and tap. So this is your level 2. And if you're ready to do a level 3, we're adding more speed. And you can add a little bit of propulsion to that, a little bit of bounce. And that is how you do a grapevine. If you're marching in place and you are a level 1, we're lifting those heels, swinging those arms. A level 2, we're getting into it. We're really bringing those knees up. And a level 3 would be a jog in place. If you are climbing stairs in your home for exercise, if it's raining outside, why not try to add a pair of dumbbells as you climb those stairs? It will help increase your endurance and your strength. Hang tough. Motivation is what gets you started, and habit is what keeps you coming back to fitness. And I'm proud of you today. Showing up is a win, even if you do 2 minutes of the workout. One more. Great work. Let's pick up those weights. Oh, Lily, are you jumping in? It's 103 degrees so far here in Arizona. One dumbbell. Make sure those arms are slightly bent and not locked out. As you go down, the weight comes up, sitting into it, smiling through it. You have 2. You have 1. And good job. You're going to do that one